Hello everybody, my name is Gadget122 and welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red version. Last time we explored Cerulean City, seeing all that we could do at the immediate moment, and we explored routes 24 and 25. Catching a few new Pokemon, battling many new trainers, getting our Pokemon leveled up, and making ourselves generally better. This time, we're going to take care of the gym in this town, but before we do, I want to actually go back up through here, I believe. Because there was one thing that I had neglected to do last time. I believe somewhere here... Ha! Griffin found one rare candy. There's a hidden rare candy right here between these two flowers. Now, before we continue with the actual progress, I want to go into the PC and I want to shift around my team just a little bit. Not that I'm going to be using the latter half of my current party, but at the same time, there are some Pokemon that I'd like to have in the back pocket, just in case. Most notably, Oddish. Geodude is not going to be of any help to us here. Yeah, honestly, I think that's it. While I do like the idea of having an Abra on the team, at least briefly, again, it's not really going to be of any help to us, so I think I will leave it be for now. So with that little bit of prep work done, let's take care of the Cerulean Gym. But first, Cerulean City Pokemon Gym Leader, Misty. The Tomboyish Mermaid. Yep, she is a tomboy. What do you have to say? You're a trainer too? Collecting, battling, it's a tough life, isn't it? It sure is, buddy. Let's go. Hey, guy. Yo, champ of the making. Let me give you some advice. The leader, Misty, is a pro who uses water-type Pokemon. You can drain all their water with grass-type Pokemon. Or you might use electric-type Pokemon and zap them. Either option sounds good. We do have both a grass-type and an electric-type on our team. Raitoshi is finally going to be the center of attention, because hopefully it is finally going to get its due in this water gym. Now, as you can see, because of the way that this gym is laid out, most of the, well, pretty much all of the trainers are avoidable if you are just careful about how you walk around. But it's free experience. There's no other opportunity to get this experience, so why not? Splash! I'm first up. Let's do it! Alright, so Swimmer Lewis would like to battle. It's going to be starting out with Horsey. It's going to be a long time before we're actually going to be able to get a Horsey for ourselves, so I'm not going to really talk about it. We're just going to have Raitoshi do its thing and shock everything in its path. Boom! That's how it's done. Now it's going to use Shelter. We're going to keep Raitoshi in. No sense in switching out. And one shot again. Raitoshi, like I said, Raitoshi's just going to be destroying everything in its path today. That can't be! Alright, now that we've gotten that little doodah taken care of. So, if you step any further forward, you'll have to fight this trainer. If you just walk over here, you can talk to Misty straight away. But again, I like the experience. What? You? I'm more than good enough for you. Misty won't have to be bothered. Well, I'm standing right in front of her. I think she's going to be bothered by the thunderbolts coming her way. Alright, so Pinnaker Diana sent out Goldeen, a new water type that once again we do not have the ability to get for ourselves, so I'm not going to talk about it in great detail. Let's see if it'll actually survive more than one hit. Oh! Alright, well, credit where credit is due. You held on better, substantially better than the last guy. And like that, Raitoshi grew to level 19. Beautiful. You overwhelmed me. That is the understatement of the day. Okay, so now that we've gotten all that taken care of, all two Pokemon trainers, I think we're just good to go ahead and fight Misty. Your team's not particularly tough as long as you know what you're doing, so let's just go for it. Hi, you're a new face. Only those trainers who have a policy about Pokemon can turn pro. What is your approach when you catch and train Pokemon? My policy is an all-out offensive with water-type Pokemon. We'll see how that goes for you, Misty. Leader Misty would like to battle. She's first in Send Out Staryu, level 18, genderless, natural cure for the ability. With the moves Tackle, Water Pulse, Harden, and Recover. The main reason I bring up the fact that it's genderless because, like I mentioned previously with the tract, if you decide to teach it to one of your Pokemon, it will not work on Staryu. So if that was your plan, that's not really going to work. Her bread and butter in this battle is going to be using Water Pulse to not only inflict damage, but Water Pulse has a secondary effect to inflict confusion. So I'm going to be really careful about that. Yep, going straight for Water Pulse right away does not surprise me in the least. And of course it gets off of Confusion, because why not? And it hurt itself. And Raitoshi's dead. God bless Raitoshi. Every time. That's perfectly fine, we do have alternate options. Water Pulse is not going to be particularly effective on Gullywash, so it should be relatively fine as long as it doesn't get confused. Oh my god! Please just bite it. Okay. Alright, so we've gotten that little heavy hitter out of the way. Staryu is only the first Pokemon we need to deal with. Now she's going to be sending in Starmie, which is Staryu's evolved form. This is definitely Misty's ace in the hole. Level 21, also natural cure for the ability. Though I don't believe Misty has the option to swap out her Pokemon. With her most rapid spin, Water Pulse, Swift, and Recover. The most annoying thing about Starmie is that not only can you use Water Pulse to, again, inflict good damage and inflict confusion, but it's Swift, which never misses, and Recover, which recovers half of her HP. So you don't get a good hit in, it's going to be a hard battle. Swift is there to kind of offset the fact that normally you're not really able to take advantage, that I can't take advantage of type weaknesses in this case. The big problem is that not only is Gullywash confused, but Starmie is faster. But fortunately, it seems as though Gullywash is doing pretty well. If you can just recover from confusion, we should be fine. All right, awesome. Wish I got that critical hit earlier, but I will take it. Excellent done, excellently done, Gullywash. And for that, Gullywash screwed a level 21 in himself. And that's Misty. Wow, you're too much. Alright, you can have the Cascade badge to show you beat me. Well, at least Raitoshi beat the other trainers. I swear Raitoshi's good, guys. Past videos just haven't been helping my case here. Cascade badge makes all Pokemon up to level 30 obey. That includes even outsiders you got in trades. There's more. You can now use Cut anytime, even outside of battle. You can cut down small trees to open new pathways. You can also have my favorite TM. Griffin received TM03 from Misty, but in the TM case, I can't talk. TM3 teaches Water Pulse. Use it on aquatic Pokemon. Yep, so now we ourselves have Water Pulse. I'm not going to be teaching it to Gullywash or any of my Pokemon right away, but it is something to keep in mind for later. Yay, progress. Now I could technically end the video here, but there is a little bit more that we can do now that we have both cleared Bill's house and the Cerulean Gym, so let's go ahead and come back over here. This house. The security guard was blocking this house earlier, so now what does he have to say? The people here were robbed. It's obvious that Team Rocket is behind this most heinous crime. Even our police force has trouble with the Rockets. Alright, so nothing new to say, but now we can go inside. Oh man, this house has seen better days. You can see like there's little footprints of, I guess, a Pokemon here. Obvious signs of a burglary here. Obvious signs of a horrible tantrum in here. Those miserable Rockets! Look what they've done to my house! They stole a TM for teaching Pokemon how to dig holes. I was going to use it on a Mankey or a Sandshrew. That cost me a bundle, it did. Yeah, and what's really interesting is like, there are sprites for just about like all of these individual pieces of furniture, but because of how this game works, they had to make new sprites for everything. Like they had to make a sprite for the broken drawer, the broken bookshelf, the broken cabinet, the chairs. Also the giant hole in the wall, I guess that's relatively important. Alright, well I guess let's just go outside and see what is here. Oh, hello! Hey, stay out! It's not your yard. Huh? Me? I'm an innocent bystander. Don't you believe me? I do not believe you. Last guy who claimed that he would be an innocent bystander, he turned out to be a Team Rocket in full disguise. You're not even disguising the fact that you're Team Rocket. Send up Machop, level 17. We're going to try to give Raitoshi another opportunity to get its due today. Critical hit. Nice. Ha. It's a shame you will never get the chance to get a critical hit yourself. Like that. He is done. Now he's sending out Drowsy. I think I'm going to switch out Gully Watch for this one. Don't let its appearance fool you despite the fact that Drowsy is covered in mud. It is not a ground type, nor a rock type. It's actually a psychic type. Our second instance of encountering one aside from Abra. So, oh my goodness. Drowsy just used Disable. That makes it impossible for me to use Bite. At least, that's because Bite was the last move that I used. Ah. Good, I am free from the disabling. That did not last very long. And like that, we defeated Team Rocket Grunt. Stop! I give up. I'll leave quietly. Okay, I'll return the TM I stole. We recover TM28 from Team Rocket Grunt, and now we get it for ourselves. I better get moving. Bye! So I could just walk away and just take the TM for myself, but what happens if we go back inside and talk to the guy who's lost in the first place? Figured what's lost is lost. I decided to teach Diglett how to dig without a TM. So he's pretty much just accepted that he's not ever going to get it back, so might as well take it for ourselves. He doesn't want it anymore, so why not? So as it currently stands, this is kind of the only way that you can really leave Cerulean City. There was a south entrance that's blocked up by a tree, and even though Misty said we could use Cut to get rid of trees, it's gonna be a little bit before we have the ability to do that. So, for now, this is the only way that we can step outside the bounds of Cerulean City. Let's see what's over here. Alright, this is Route 9. The tree looks like it can be cut down. Well, we don't have the ability to do that, so let's go somewhere else. Now I can finally read this trainer tip sign. Trainer tips. Pokemon that can be made to hold an item. Some items can even be used by the holding Pokemon in battle. Yeah, so this is the general southern entrance of Cerulean City. Again, if we had the ability to use Cut, we'd be able to cut this tree down and enter from the bottom. But we're going to have to save that for another time. And I think we're going to go ahead and end this episode here. We're going to keep this one relatively quick because there is a lot that we have coming up. Next time on Pokemon Fire Red version, we're going to continue on with our adventure to whatever lies beyond Cerulean City. See you guys then.